Hello everybody, Breakavision and Disney here. Welcome back to building Disneyland and Lego Week 34, I think it is. I'm not totally sure about that. But anyways, we are working on New Orleans Square. I've moved on from Pirates of the Caribbean. As you saw last time, I was working on the queue. And I said that I'm probably going to discontinue that because I didn't really want to bore you guys with doing the queue because it's the queue, although some of the queues are really cool, like the Indiana Jones queue, but I'm not working on that, obviously. I'm working on Pirates of the Caribbean. The Pirates of the Caribbean queue is not that interesting until you get inside. I'm not even doing the inside for Pirates of the Caribbean. So anyways, I'm going to just start working on New Orleans Square. So that's what I've done today. So I'm just going to show you guys what I've done so far, and we will move on to another update later on. So let's get on to it. Alright, so the first thing we have here in New Orleans Square is this building, which is next to Pirates of the Caribbean. So basically, Pirates of the Caribbean is going to be right there, and we'll have that connected. I'll show that later, because I do have the other part built up. I just took this off so I could show it in here, because it's in my other room, which isn't enclosed, so you can just hear random sounds. So I'm just doing this in my bedroom again, like I did last week. So anyways, right here, this building, this is basically like a little food shop, just a sweet shop. Good sweets, but whatever. Anyways, what we have here, we have this red brick pattern here. I did not have any more of that red brick piece, so I decided to use the normal bricks without the profile brick piece. I decided not to use that. But anyways, we have here, that needs to be a door. I need to get sand green parts for that, so I need to buy those on Bricklink. Anyways, right here, we do have some actual stuff that's actually built there. That's the little window. I do need to get a piece to go in there. I need, like, tons of those pieces. The little, I don't know, that little arch piece that fits inside there. And, yeah. So, anyways, we have this lattice fence piece that I put there. It used to be old, like, the red brick piece, but I'm like, nah, it doesn't look so good. So I decided to put that there, and it actually looks like it does in the actual thing, so it looks good. Anyways, here we have the tile, which has, like, the dark green piece. I do need to fill it in, but it does look pretty good. Anyways, we also have this little dark bluish gray border as well. And then we also have the rest of the tile. Moving on, we have the top deck here. I do need to build this up higher so it reaches like this height basically. But anyways, I do need to build that up probably next week, not this week for sure, but yeah. Next is Port Royal Curios and Curiosities. This is basically the Haunted Mansion shop, one of the best shops in Disneyland Park, just because Haunted Mansion. I'm a big Haunted Mansion fan, so of course I'd like this shop. But anyways, what we have here, we have the gray building here, and that's the doors. Again, I need more of those pieces I was just talking about earlier that I need for over there, but whatever. Anyways, that's the entrance into the shop. I'm going to have to build a little bit of that interior because these doors are always open, at least during the day, because it's a public space. So, anyways, up here we have the balcony. This needs to be purple. I just didn't have any purple pieces on hand. At least I didn't have enough to like do that. I did have some right here, so I did that, but I'll talk about that later. Anyways, right here we have the windows. I do need to build this up again in purple, so I'm just going to build up in a prototype color, and then I'll switch it out as I go. But here we have the windows. This is not complete either. These need to be white. I don't have any more white, so I just did clear. This is all in white here, and then over here we have like this pipe. I don't know, it was there, so I just put it there, and I just used a flex tube piece, and then at the top I just put this little piece because it's kind of how it looks like. So I'm happy with it, and yeah, so next week I might build some of the interior for this, and then I'll probably build that up. And then I'll work on this building over here, which I'll talk about in a second, but yeah. So, wrapping up what I've done for New Orleans Square this week anyways, I'm going to be moving on next week to other stuff like this. I'm going to have to add another base plate, which I'll talk about in a second. But anyways, we have this building here, and I again use the red brick piece. And yeah, I need another one of those little arch pieces to go in there. I need like a bunch of those for like my projects. I need it for Haunted Mansion, I need it for New Orleans Square, I need it for Pirates of the Caribbean, etc. So, anyways, that's like part of New Orleans Square's architecture, so I'll need to buy a bunch of those. Anyways, what we have here, we have the purple, which I need to do like the little fence thing, which I did Pirates of the Caribbean. You'll see how I did that, and if you check out one of my earlier episodes about Pirates of the Caribbean, probably like the first one I think actually of Pirates of the Caribbean, so check that out. Anyways, what we have the entrance here. This will actually be closed off because this is not a public space. Same goes for this building, which I'll talk about in a second. But we have the window here. I really like how I've been doing that. I did that on Pirates of the Caribbean too, and it looks really good. This needs to be in dark red. I do not know if that exists in dark red, so we'll have to figure that out. Again, these are prototype colors. This needs to be in white, though. That's all I know. So yeah, that's what I got there. I did do the top with the profile, not profile brick, with the jumper plate. I just put that there, and then I also have the tile on top, and it creates for this little offset piece, and it looks good, so happy with that. And now I'm going to move on to this little blue building, which again is now a public space. I did not finish it. I'm going to be working on it next week, so you guys will probably see this finished next week. But what we have is the little door here, and then this blue stuff and all that. So that's basically all I got. And I'm going to compare it to the scale of the minifigure again. And yeah, that's what it looks like. Actually, I don't think I did that before, whatever. Anyways, that's what it looks like. Really happy with how I built New Square up, so let's end this off. So that's going to do it for this week of building Disneyland in Lego. Next week, I'm going to be working on that building there. I'm going to probably work on the Port Royal Curios and Curiosities, at least for the interior, maybe a little bit up top. And then I'm also going to work on that a little bit, too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it to Pirates of the Caribbean, and I will show you guys that. Alright, here it is, like, all connected to Pirates of the Caribbean. We have New Orleans Square. It looks great. So, the one thing I need to do here is I need to fill those pieces in with pink so it can just, like, transition more cleanly. It looks awesome. I have Pirates of the Caribbean all built here. Oh, it looks great. I'll see you guys next time on Bricket Vision and Disney. Have a magical day and a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.